Synonymous to a developing country are images like these, images of people who have been adversely affected by abject poverty. Chronic poverty remains predominantly a rural phenomenon, but as the deadline to achieving Millennium Goals quickly approaches, urban poverty is rising. A new report released by Development Initiatives captures the precarious nature of how many people try to escape from poverty. For example, 60% of Kenyans remain in poverty even after countless efforts to get rich. Another 40% succeed but eventually falls back to their previous state.
Unless there are deliberate policies which are focused on people who are chronically poor, not just the general poor, but those who are in extreme and chronic poverty, it's going to be very difficult to move forwards as a people.
NGOs and development-oriented donors from the first world countries have stepped in fighting poverty. But over the years, it has been proven that they need to take a different approach other than offering aid.
The work of NGOs tends to be narrow and limited in nature, and they can't reach the breadth of countries and regions. And this is a role on which only governments can play, perhaps in partnership with development partners.
According to the report, poverty levels in Kenya are primarily maintained by high population influx, inefficiency in institutions that leads to corruption, and neglected subsistence farmers. Poor curriculums in Kenya's schools has also played part in a big way.
Unless we make improvement in the bigger society in which we live, better schools, better public schools.
Even with blueprints like Vision 2030 being susceptible to conflicts, fragile security and vulnerability to unpredictable climatic changes, the missing link to close the bridge in chronic poverty is expected to come from the people and not the government.
Change comes from the people. When the people are determined that they need change, leaders will have no option but to provide that change. People have to ask, people have to insist.
Will Kenya achieve a beyond zero chronic poverty level? According to the report, that is largely achievable, but only time will tell.